And we are live. This is episode 2 of a new series that I am attempting to create called Making the Connection. This is all about making brand new connections with individuals that I've never met before. However, today is a little bit of a cheat day. I'm going to be sitting down with a buddy of mine, Julian. He lives on the East Coast. He's got a story to tell, he's got his own things going on. He is nonstop making it happen. And I commend him for the work he's doing. He's a young man doing a lot of great things, and he's got a lot more to offer. He's running a few minutes late. He'll be here in just a minute. But yeah, it's another day at work. As you can see, I'm in a break room that we have in the back, and this is where I'm attempting to record through my lunchtime, which is only about 30 minutes. My supervisor is a great guy. He does give me a little bit of leeway, but I don't want to take advantage of that. So I'm trying to keep everything limited here. So it's 12:33 now. I'm going to be going to about 1:05-ish, and then we'll be cutting the live there. I'm sorry, the stream. Again, this is a new series attempting to try something new, start making brand new authentic connections with people from all over the world if I can. The idea is to just build a solid foundation and network of individuals who have a vast array of knowledge in their respective fields, and eventually bring them together in a central hub where new and budding entrepreneurs can join a group and ask questions and have an answer at all times of the day. Whether it be they're getting into real estate or marketing or brand creation, apparel brands. I mean, I want them to be able to ask their questions and get them answered in a relatively fast time. I know what it's like to have questions and not be able to get those answers. I know what it's like to sit there wondering how to do stuff, exhaust your options as far as trying to research how to fix issues that may come up or questions you may have. And it's a little disheartening when you can't find the answer and you can't get a question answered. And I understand a lot of people are busy. A lot of people, everybody has lives. Everybody's doing their own thing. Everybody's got a business to run. And everybody's got, other issues or other things that they're tending to. So you can't have just one or two people that are constantly going to be answering questions. However, if a group can be big enough, if it can be just beyond your expectations big, there's always going to be one person available in that moment who can answer the question. And so that's the idea behind all of this. This is a chance to meet new people spontaneously for a majority of the part. I can't say that I won't have a few friends on from time to time, but that's what it is. This is going to be a great thing going on. Looks like we got him in now. Julian, how's it going, brother? Let me add you real quick. I don't know if you got your audio worked out.
Oh, it's about to go live.
There we
Can you
go.
hear me now?
I hear you now. How you doing? How's it going today, brother?
All right, say something.
How's it going?
All right, there you go. I think my Bluetooth was on. I was like, "What's going on?" This is awesome, man. This is like better than Zoom. And like for people who have Androids, how do you create your own link? This is awesome.
It's a great platform. I started using Streamlabs, right? And I was messing around with it. I got everything situated, paid the month fee, and I mentioned it to my wife, and she kind of threw the word StreamYard out there. There's a bunch of YouTubers she watched, and she said this is what they were using. So I was struggling with Streamlabs the other day, and I ended up talking to Mike about it, and something, I don't know, something clicked, and I decided I was just going to check this out. It turns out this thing works better than Streamlabs. It's a lot more fluid. It's a lot more efficient. And so I just decided I was going to stay here.
Yeah. Sorry, I have a glare. I'm trying to.
Oh, no worries.
I have a glare. It's like blinding me. It started snowing here a second ago. You guys are still getting, or no, you guys aren't getting snow over there. I'm thinking you're.
Oh, no, it's sunny
I'm
out
thinking
here.
you're Colorado, but you're California. Big difference. But
yeah, it's sunny out here.
Yeah, this is awesome though, especially because you know how it is if you have an Android and an iPhone, and iPhones and Android platforms are never really compatible, especially for video. And
Yeah.
so, how do you create your own link? You just create an account and then you're able to generate a link.
Well, yeah. So you can use the free version of it, which is fine. You may get the watermarks or whatnot from the company, but as you create, and the tutorials are just insanely easy. So you create your account. It kind of runs you through how to set it up, and then at the bottom in the back side of it where you can't see is there's a few tabs, a mute button, a stop cam, a cam and mic options. If I needed to make some adjustments, I can screen share if I wanted to show what I'm doing on my phone. Meanwhile, we're on the call. And then there's also the option to invite. Now, this invite button is sent directly to whoever you're sending it. It's specified towards this stream. I'm not sure if it gives you a new one every stream or if it's the same one all the time per account. However, when I send that invite, it's directly to you, and all you have to do is click the button. As you see, you pretty much just activate your mic, activate your camera, and you're good to go.
It's just ready to go. I like it. It's not like, oh, we got to verify your email. Please put in your email address and we'll verify
Yes,
that. Like, you know what I mean?
plain and simple.
Super simple. I like it. I like it a lot. So I like this idea that you're going after. I like it a lot. I think it's more, you can expose yourself to a lot more people doing it, doing that way, in different personalities. There's no other way, you know. There's no, you know what I mean? I was like, that's a really good idea, actually. I started thinking about it more and more. I was like, it's a really good idea.
Yeah, well, the idea is just like I was saying earlier, it's just to make genuine connections with like-minded individuals, and start to build a foundation, a group of sorts, a giant network.
Hmm.
And the overall concept is to create a network so big that anyone who aspires to be an entrepreneur or who has started and is trying to figure things out, if they have a question or they need some
They can
advice,
go,
I want
just
them to
send
be
them
able to
down the
ask.
funnel.
Yeah. And so
Oh,
if the network is big enough, I mean, you got to think about it. If I got, let's say, 10 people in, we all have our own lives, and there's going to be times when we're not on, social media. We can't answer questions. So a new entrepreneur is going to have a question. They're going to be stoked in that moment. They're going to want that answer, and they may not get it from us because we're going to be busy. But if the network is big enough, if it's just beyond the imagination of how many people can join, I mean, imagine asking a question and getting it answered within 5 to 10 minutes, and that fire that you have on whatever it is you're trying to create doesn't dim. It stays lit. You got your answer, you got the advice you were looking for, and you keep chugging forward.
that way you're not slowing down the momentum. Yeah, and
You
that's
got to
good
keep it going.
because I mean, yeah, you can get to the point where if somebody needed help with like literally anything, you know what I mean? It's kind of crazy when you think about that,
Indeed.
because we all have our own different, key assets and trades or degrees or jobs, investments, assets, stocks, real estate, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's just the overall, like I said, the overall is just to get just a giant network for anyone trying to start up, to get the support and the help they need. I mean, there's plenty of options. We can, search Instagram and search, Google and find people individually. But when you got a fire, when you first start something and you need a quick answer, you don't want to distract yourself and be looking for people to answer a question for you. You want to be able to ask in one general location and hopefully get that answer in a timely manner.
Yeah, that is kind of true. Because otherwise, especially if you're somebody who likes to finish things and accomplish things, and our brain likes to finish a thought automatically, or finish an idea, or finish a picture. Our brain likes to finish things, so it's hard to stop thinking about something, as you said.
Definitely. That's the concept, man. This is what I'm hoping to accomplish. The only
How can I?
it, it
How can I help? How can I help?
uh I mean, just do what I'm doing. You jump on the stream with me. We can set this time every day. This works perfect for me because what I'm doing is taking lunch, and I'll take 30 minutes to just sit down with anybody who's willing to talk. And the general idea is to get, just to get to know them, meet new people, and just ask questions. What it is you do, what are you trying to do? Tell me a little about yourself. And it's just in a 30 to 45-minute time frame. I mean, you can meet someone and make that genuine connection, and get to know people.
Yep.
And so, I mean, if you're interested,
yeah,
I wouldn't mind bringing you on same time every day, man. You join up, and I'm running the backside office of this. I'm going to be here hosting it. You're going to be, you can be a co-host with me, and we'll just, we'll interview various people, and just kind of not so much interview, just, chop it up, get to know these people, keep it real, keep it light. We're not worried about this whole professionalism thing. We're trying to keep it us as genuine as possible. I had a young lady on yesterday. She has an amazing story to tell. She was worried about how she curses and stuff like that. I told her, man, fuck that. This is a stream for us. This is for adults who are ready to do the real thing, who are ready to hear the real sides of us, not a filtered professional side.
Hear the actual message. Don't don't get distracted by certain words that aren't pertinent.
Exactly. So, the idea is to keep it real, just get to know people, answer questions, give them our full attention, and, just see what they're up to, see what they got planned, see what they're hoping to achieve, and find ways to help out, whether it be just talking, giving outsiders perspective, or, just, taking their questions and answering what we can, or if we have the time, doing the research for them, or trying to help out in any way possible. The idea for me is to give value and give people an outlet to be able to ask questions. So I don't have a network set up yet. I do have the Entrepreneurial Hub on Instagram, but that's kind of just like, sitting there because I fell off for a couple months. But I'm going to bring that back up. I'm going to be using that as the actual group. And, eventually push it over to Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn and all that. I want to keep it all integrated together so we can all talk.
Okay.
But shit, I kind of lost my train of thought. Yeah, basically, I want to bring people into that group and get moving from there. But for now, since there's not a lot of people there to answer questions, I take it upon myself to just do what I can to help them out. If they got questions about how to do this, how to do that, I don't mind taking a few minutes to do a little bit of research and offer some options for them. So it's just a little way that I'm trying to bring value to anybody else that's willing to sit down with me and talk.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. I like this idea. I like this quite a bit. I like it because it's a more versatile approach. You know what I mean? Like it's not just a one way. It's a very broad but narrow path, if that makes sense. So
it's gonna be fun.
I would definitely be down to do that. I'm doing my own work and everything, so it's not anything for me to, obviously if you give me a heads up like you just did, I can schedule accordingly. But I can always go out to my car even if I'm working. You know what I mean? And come out here, take a break whenever I want. So that's not a problem.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll set it for 3:30 your time. Every day possible. What I'll do
is perfect. That's perfect for me because like the 10 to like 2 is like just crunch time for me a lot of times. I'm like trying to like wrap this up and drop this off here. So it's like this is a good little, either way, even if I'm working later, this is kind of like the downtime, hour.
Yeah.
So
yeah, if you want to, like I said, if you want to sit and host with me, that'll be great. I'd greatly appreciate it. You just taking the time to sit with me and actually chop it up with anybody willing to sit down with us. And, if you happen to run across anybody that you're trying to make connections with, or you want to do the same thing I'm doing, which is pretty much just sitting in comments or live streams and just telling everybody, look, I'm trying to make genuine connections with people. If you're interested or you want to sit on a live stream and get to know each other, let's do it.
Yeah.
And it's as simple as that, man. I'm sitting with this no fear right now. I'm pretty much just asking anybody willing to answer. And if you're willing to sit down, I'll slap it on Twitter. I'll slap it on Instagram. I'll slap it on, live streams and in the chats, and repeatedly, not spam it, but, I'll rephrase it and kind of remind everybody that, look, I'm interested in meeting everybody. I love everybody who's an inspiration to me, which is the people that are sitting in those chats. And the reason they inspire me is because they're taking the time to actually learn and focus on what they're trying to better themselves on. And so that to me is inspirational because they're trying to better themselves overall. And so I will genuinely tell everybody that they are an inspiration to me, and I love them all for doing it. And I would genuinely love to connect with them and get to know them. And that's a general message to anybody that answers, but it's a serious message. If I can meet everybody, every one of those people in that chat, I would definitely do it, because that's just how I want to go with this. I want to meet just an insane amount of people. And the funniest thing about it is, Mike will tell you the truth behind this, is I'm not an extrovert. I'm an introvert. I don't talk to people. I don't make new friends. I don't do this. But on live, on stream, and doing it for this reason, it's exciting, man. And I can't wait to meet just a shit ton more
It's
people.
so funny. You're like, it's exciting, man. That's how I felt when you were first telling me this. I was like, damn, he's on to something. He's been thinking, because it doesn't matter. I mean, even if you grab a few people off, I mean, a lot of what I was thinking, a lot of the people off of like inspiration. So whether it's Gary V, whoever they're following, ET, the hip hop preacher coach or whatever,
Yeah,
the one who talks about, if you want it as bad as you can breathe. But comments like that, like even in the comment section, even if we looked through the comments and seen what people said and seeing if there's other people even trying to do the same thing, you know what I mean, in the comments. And
yeah,
people like that, people who are like that or following, people like Gary V or motivational speakers, you already know they're a little bit of a different person, already kind of looking for that. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I'm just saying, because I don't know in terms of marketing, networking, how we would grow the audience more, but you know.
That's the joy behind this too, though, is because, again, if we can just meet a ton of people, if we can get people to actually pay attention to us or listen to us as we meet new people, I mean, we could ask, something as simple as in the chat, anybody have any ideas on marketing or how to grow an audience, shoot us your advice. And I can answer the chat directly from right here. That's what's so amazing about this platform, is that everything is handled right here on my device. I don't need anything extra. Now, it would make it easier if I had anything extra, but I don't. And so using my device, it keeps it back on that mobile frame that I had when I first started the Entrepreneurialist, which is keep everything as minimal as possible, so that anybody willing to try to live stream or create a podcast or anything like that has no more fucking excuse. We get it done with the mobile device you have on hand, and there's no excuse for you not to. So there's no more, I don't have this, I don't have the money to buy that. You don't need it. The cell phone in your pocket is enough for you to be able to create.
I don't have the time to sign up. I would do it, but I don't have the time. I don't want to sign up. This or that.
That's the reason I try to keep everything as minimal as possible. There's no excuse at all. If I can take my mobile phone and open up this platform and stream with people on a daily basis, which is the hope, and take 30 minutes away from my work day, which is not even, it's my lunch. I'm just not eating right now. That's all I'm sacrificing, is 30 minutes of lunchtime to make one genuine new connection a day. How is that hurting anybody else? What excuse do you have beyond that?
So really, if you did that, so all right, how about this? So there's 365 days in a year. So we'll make 365 connections in a year. So we can figure out a way and like plan it out, and then you do one person one day, and I'll get somebody. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To make it a little bit easier for us, or something like that, or like we'll try to figure out a system. But you get what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
Well, see, this is
make the load easier on you.
This is the same goal I aspire to reach on a daily basis. I don't know if you remember me sending you a copy of what my planner looks like. My goal that I have to write down every day, in the morning and in the night before bed, one of those goals is to make one new genuine connection a day. If I can make a genuine connection with someone, a like-minded individual, like us, that's 365 people in one day. Imagine the network you can create in a day. I mean, in a year. And 365 people, that's a huge feat. So to accomplish that would be amazing. That's an amazing goal to hit. And the level of or the size of that network, I mean, anybody has a question, join this group, ask your question, and someone will answer you. That's 365 eyes and ears that are willing to give some advice to somebody. And that's just in 1 year. I'm not opposed to doing 2 in a day, 3 in a day. If I had, if we can do them in the evening on the West Coast, when I get out of work, I will spend the next 4 hours after work interviewing, if that's what it takes and if that's what people want. If there's enough people that would do it, I would take the time to do it, because I feel so strongly about this idea and building such a network that'll grow and continue to help anybody aspiring to be an entrepreneur in any way, whatever it may be, a personal brand, a clothing brand, a media company, whatever they look to do. If I can find a way to help them by creating a network of individuals who can give an answer when they need it, I'll do what it takes. And if that means sacrificing my evenings to make that happen, gladly, because I know that someone's going to find some value in it. And if one person makes it out of a struggle, if one person makes it to become something bigger than we think or bigger than we want, that's a success in itself, man. That's the ultimate goal for this.
You have me thinking really hard. I'm thinking really hard. My brain's gonna explode. I'm thinking.
It's just taking action.
Yeah.
Taking action. I can't explain that enough. I can't express that enough. I can't say it enough. You gotta take action. There's no hesitating. There's no sitting down thinking about it, what to do next, how to do it, what if this goes wrong, what happens there. You just do without question, and you let everything fall into place from there.
Mm-hmm. I'm just like, I feel like we should organize or have like a system. So like you're saying, one connection a day, and then we do it this time, every single day. So we kind of get like a process going. That way it's just like secondhand nature. Or even if we're going to the grocery store or if we're at the gas pump, like, hey, what's your number? Or what's your name? Yada, yada, yada. We're trying to do a podcast, yada, 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 and reach out to people. You know what I mean? And just.
Yeah. Even if it's small talk, like you said, you're in the streets and you see someone who just, they vibe well. They have a good personality. They're humbled and they just seem all right. That make the connection. I got this podcast running. It's a daily basis. We look to interview new people every day. Just take 30 minutes out of your day. We do it around this time, and we'd love to meet you and get to know a little about what your story and what you're about.
That would be awesome.
There's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot we can do. There's a lot you can do. There's a lot I can do aside from just this, man. Yeah. And this is big for me right now because I just love the idea of being able to create and help others in any way possible.
Mm-hmm.
That's the excitement behind it, brother.
No, it's a really good idea. And I like it because you have your own idea of where you wanted to go. I have my own idea. Mike has his own idea. Everybody had their own idea. You know what I mean? So this idea lets everybody have their own idea in one idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's literally perfect. Did you run it by Mike yet?
Oh, he knows what's going on. Yeah, I had talked to him about this. We've been talking since last week, and I mean, he knows me. When I get an idea, or when I get this little itch, I act on it impulsively. And so that by that weekend, I had stuff rolling. He was helping me try to figure out the whole Streamlabs issue because I wasn't getting audio through the Zoom calls. So it just became a hassle overall. I love the site. I love the layout. I love everything about it, with the exception of the programming.
Zoom?
Yeah, well, the idea was to get the conference on Zoom so that I can add anybody that needed to be added if you wanted to join, if Mike wanted to join, however we wanted to do it. But I was still going to be interviewing one person a day, or trying to. And I was going to funnel from Zoom. I was going to funnel it through or broadcast it through Streamlabs, and Streamlabs was going to push it out to various platforms like Facebook, YouTube, and all that other stuff. But it just, again, Streamlabs wasn't allowing audio on Zoom. So when I opened the Streamlabs app, Mike couldn't hear anything I was saying, but I can hear him. So what I ended up doing was checking out this, and this just pretty much does the exact same thing without the additional steps of having to sign up for Zoom, broadcast it through Streamlabs, and then onto the other platforms. It records here. I can edit here. I can comment here. Looks like I lost him. Oh man, this is it's a great platform. As I was saying to Julian, I'm able to, connect with people. I can answer the text from here. I can change the banners. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but I'm able to change the banners on the bottom. We have the branding up at top. I can change the layouts of that if I wanted. And then I can also change the overlays just like this. But yeah, got your
Sorry,
back. No worries.
sorry, I went out. I'm back in though.
No
now
worries.
you see, now you see how quick it is. I was like,
Yeah,
let's see how.
this is why I loved it so much, because it's so fluid, it's easy. And
I was,
again, the comments, they're right here. I can answer both platforms that I'm streaming to right now, or I can answer one individually. I can post the comments. Let's say hi there. Check this out. You're gonna love this right now. So I got the comment up. Check this out. If
oh,
someone commented and I wanted to add it,
I
check this
put
out.
it in the private. So the
Check this
private
out.
is
Look,
just to you.
watch. So I can add the comments and highlight it so that we can see it.
Ooh. How
So
do
yeah,
I type?
there's a lot of cool features to this, and it's so simple. It's so basic, but it's so simple. It's just um, an amazing platform to be utilizing.
No, you're right on that. It's definitely not a. Sorry, I thought I cracked my. I'm trying to see if it's like the tempered glass or if it goes under like through to the screen too. You know what I mean? I'm scared to take it off and look. To be honest.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. I would just wait.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it as is.
Just be surprised when you change it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like, woo!
Oh man.
But no, I love this idea. I kind of want to talk to Mike, and like, I wish he could have tuned on today.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm definitely gonna have him on. I wanted to have you on. I want to have him on. And if you're agreeing to, 3:30 your time every day, he's gonna be on eventually. I'll talk to him tonight and let him know that we got a stream at 12:30, and I really want him to be on. I mean, the guy's busy. He's got stuff going on. He will be here.
So then think about that. So now it's a channel of connections for all of us, because everything that I'm realizing now is like I'm doing a lot better than I previously was, just due to the circle and the peer group and the people that I'm surrounding myself around, and they all have connections, and I've created connections, being involved with them almost like a family. But it's even like families look out for each other, and it's like it's not about what but it's really about who at the end of the day. And it's really right. Like the more connections you make, the better the better it is for you. You know what I mean? So
Definitely.
I don't know. I think it's in terms of the 1 out of 10 out of quality of ideas, I think it's a 12 out of 10, because there's nothing else better that I could think of that like it's really smart. So I give you props on that. It's really, 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 really smart.
I appreciate it, brother. It's just
I was thinking too, having my business partner on here. We'll have him come on one day. But
hell yeah. Let's set it up for tomorrow. Why wait?
Yeah, his philosophy is, he's on a project right now, but his philosophy is sometimes we'll be doing projects even for homeowners at cost. You know what I mean? Like, and he'll say, oh, just look at it if they work here or there, or look out for us, see if you can hook us up here, when we come by, or keep us in mind, or this. He just tries to do, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen that, but it's like, but then I'll be like, do you have an electrician? Do you have a plumber? Do you have a mechanic? Do you have and he's got anything. He has literally a connection, not just someone he knows, a connection like that he's created a relationship with that will hook you up or look out for you almost like they're family, you know? So
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy. So I'm thinking about how that has panned off that I've seen in such a small scope, and then how you're saying it and imagining it and envisioning it in a bigger scope, and it would just be like a boomerang bouncing, you know, everybody bouncing back off each other. Be really encouraging. So
It's all about making the connections. But I definitely encourage you to get in contact with him and hopefully invite him for tomorrow. Hell, you could even get him in contact with me or add him to our chat that we have, just me and you, or the one with Mike. It doesn't matter because we can always remove him later, and we can just small talk there and get it all situated there.
yeah, because I might go through and make like a list of people that I think would, you know, level-headed people who I think, you know, would be just an encouragement to be on the show.
Yeah. We'll do that, brother. We'll do that. As of right now, looks like
sorry.
Go
I'm
ahead.
thinking in my head.
No worries. It looks like my 30 minutes is up here. And I to be honest with you, I like the idea of 30 minutes because it's not easy to get people to sit down for an hour and actually do an interview. So 30 minutes is actually a great time. You know, everybody has a lunch for about 30 minutes. We can sit down and have that connection. But as of right now, mine is done. It looks like we're going to be ending the stream here. Julian, I appreciate you coming on. Hopefully we get you back every stream from here on out.
All right, sir.
And, we're going to make this happen.
I hope so as well. I hope we get this rocking and rolling. I'm going to call Mike and I'll let you know how that goes. All right.
All right, brother. You guys get in contact with me.
All right. Have a good one.
Thank you
you
too.
Again.
No problem. Right, that's it, everybody. Stream is over. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is another episode 2 of Making the Connection. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope we can get some more people invited. If anybody is interested at all in jumping on and getting to know us getting to know you, just shoot me a message, man. Instagram, The Entrepreneurialist. Get in contact with me. I'm all over Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, everywhere, man, everywhere. Just look for me. I'm the guy with the face. It's usually my face on a picture because I'm not very photogenic, but we make it happen how we can. Get in contact with me. I'd love to meet you. I'd love to talk to you, and let's make it happen. All right? I hope everybody has an amazing day. Stay humble, everybody. Keep grinding, and I will catch you guys hopefully tomorrow.